I want to check if this music's actually playing, so 1 second. Test. Alright, apparently it's working, so I believe it. Now, yesterday, what did we do? We created some overlays, or some loading screen stuff. So let me just add that back, or go back to my stuff. I'm gonna try and do it like this. But let's see how this works out. Don't need that. Alright, what I want to do is essentially add a loading, I guess, mechanism or loading screen, or any indication that this is loading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go CD backwards, then I'm gonna check out main, get a pull. Nice, we have all the latest stuff. Then I'm gonna make a new branch. Add overlays to tables. Alright, nice. Now, where were we? I know we had some documentation that I was looking at. There's two ways I can do this. I can use a skeleton, which is just this. Looks like it's just loading. Or it's not there yet, I guess. Or I want to use this specifically. So let me try and implement this. It's just weird because for some reason it doesn't work like this when I do it. Not sure why, but let's see if I do that. I should see it loading, I think. Let's see. No. It is loading. Let's see if I put true here. So that's essentially what I need to do. I need to basically get this state to be correctly set. So if it is loading, the data is not here yet. But the issue is that I gotta figure out a good way to pass that information correctly. think the way I gotta do this is, yeah, I put a little to do here. To do, pass no value for loading overlays will need updated to update below component. So let's see what happens if I just leave these as is. Will I get a failure? Yeah, and that's just because this is expecting, yeah, it's expecting a value, or let's set it to, in our case, no. Because we want the possibility of it being null, which is what the state of it can be. Let me show you what I mean when I get there. 1 sec. So we should be good. If I were to open the inspect tool, this is fine. I can leave like that. Console. Let me console log. Yeah, we just console log everything. Console players, match days and teams. So I want to see what it is when it you know comes in. It's not null, but it's empty. Let me see something. Okay, it is null for a second, but then it returns to something. Got it. I'll be right back. I want to think about this, but I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I thought about it, and essentially I'm understanding that everything is null initially. So to prove that point, I'm just gonna not show the loading screen at all. Just so I can show you that when I refresh the page, it at least shows that loading. Because I think what's happening is that there's no local data at all, so it's just too fast anyway. So like, look, refresh it, Loading tree is coming. It's all null, and then everything returns. Get value. That's fine. Yeah, so we basically don't get the effects of the loading in time. Now, what do I gotta do to show this? Yeah, I can take this out. Don't know why that's still here. I think in here is where the loading screen comes in. Yeah. Let me just take that out for a sec. I'm gonna reload the page. Yep. Alright, cool. So let me try this. It does what I expected it to do, for sure. I just want to make sure of something. I don't know if an empty array is considered truthy. I think it is. But I don't know. Yes, it is. It is considered truthy, which is good. That's what I need. So, back to my thing. I'm gonna actually just keep a state. I think that'll make it easier. Const data loaded, set data loaded, and it's just going to be a boolean. Yeah, it's just going to be a boolean, and it's just going to basically be at a false first. Players blah blah blah. I can set data loaded to true, else set it to false, set data loaded to false. Right? I can just change this to data loaded. So I can imagine that for a split second I'm gonna see it and then I'm not gonna see it. Kinda hard to tell. Did I do this backwards? It's loading data loaded to true. Oh, sorry, inverse. Yeah, cool. Alright, I'm almost positive this is literally all I have to do. I don't know why that ignore was there. Why was it there? Don't know. So what I'm gonna do now, yeah, we can take this out. And what I'm gonna do now is test this. You can leave the loading screen on. Like just like yesterday. CD client. Go git add. Commit. Added loading logic to table. I want to test one table first to make sure like it does what I expect it to do in a production environment. And then once I confirm that, then I will just do it for everything else. So let me just open this up better. Merge requests, create merge requests. Yes. Create merge request. Now I'm gonna go to my pipeline. I'm gonna cancel the job that gets created here and just wait for this one. So I think this is actually doing what I expected to do, because as you can see, well, you can't see here, but I do get all these values which are empty, but initially they start off as null, and I want to show you what I'm like, why they start as null. So what was it? Players, for example, we can see here that player is initially null, like the initial state, but then eventually can be a player, an array of players, or a list of players, however you want to call it. So that's how that works. So I think this is actually pretty good. Yeah. So let's just wait for this. I'm gonna get a link once this is done, where I can test it. Just like here, go to authentication or hosting. Yeah, if you have like an application that you want to build, I think Firebase is a pretty easy thing to use with your builds or with anything that you build. There's a lot of stuff I don't use on this, honestly, but it's still fun. Yeah, like my analytics, I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay, it does work. I don't know why I'm getting this error. It doesn't work. Console, concat, get value, cookie, deprecation. I don't know either. So let me just hard reload, go to my network. Alright, I mean, I guess it's working. Where is it? Might be this one. No, it's not. Web config. Don't think it's that either. Token? No, that's for my Twitch. Yeah, so I have Twitch integration, so whenever we're gonna stream, you can click here, it'll go right to the stream, but whenever we stream, there will be a red dot here, which is cool. Yeah, anyways, moving on. I just want to find that call, like network call that is for, yeah, here it is, I think this is it. The network call that's for like analytic stuff, which I'm pretty sure is this one. I think. It looks like it. Firebase logging, yeah, it looks like it's this. So it is working. No worries here then. Alright, cool. Guess I'm just gonna wait for this thing to build, and then it'll create a hosting, a new link, preview link as they call it. It's pretty cool. In the meantime, I can check this. It's pretty loud, actually. I don't know why I'm getting this error. Put it a little down. Alright, it's a little better. Should be. Yeah, I don't want the music to be too loud, but I think we're good here. Yeah, nothing crazy. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, come on, let's go. Well, I guess we're at the mercy at this stage. Let's see what's going on here. Did I say it's complete? Yep. Alright, so job succeeded, as you can see right here at the bottom, job succeeded. So I should see a new link. There it is. Add overlays to tables. Whoops. Let me go view it. So, yeah, I gotta refresh again. I don't know why that happens. Yep, so if I go down here, it should be loading. Until we see actual data come in. I'm hoping. Yep. And it worked just how I expected it to. That's nice. The issue with these images is that they don't load fast enough. I can see that. Which is fine, I guess. It's not a big deal. Yeah, no one's gonna be complaining about that. But I think the biggest thing that we did for sure is making a visual cue that stuff is loading. See, like here, there's nothing there, but here there is. So let's do the same thing for Season 9 leaderboard. I think that'll be good. Alright, let's do the same thing. So, let's go home. Let's go to, what was that? Overall leaderboard. Now it's going to be up here somewhere. Season, nope, not there. Oh, nope, not this. Not this. Yeah, here we go. So, I'm gonna do the same thing. Basically gonna remove that. I know you don't like that, it's okay though. I'm gonna open this player leader component. It can be that or null, so let me just do this. Or null. Where do you season UID though? Let's go and season UID. So I want all the information I can possibly get. And I can also set this to null. Let's do that. So null, meaning if it exists, it exists. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Or undefined. Okay, so let's just set it to undefined. Well, actually, let me go see the store itself. There's site data slice. There's site data. It can be null or site data. Why would it ever be? Site data is possibly null. So how do I do this? Site data that season UID undefined or null. Why can't I just pass that in? Sorry. Oh, I can. Alright, cool. So similarly, I'm gonna want to just check all this stuff. So console.log, yeah, all this. I can definitely remove the console logs from here though. Yeah, that's nice. I just want to check it locally first, so let's me go here. Should see stuff loading. Maybe, maybe not. Where's the... Yeah, I just want to see info. I don't want to see anything else. Why don't I see this? Oh. Right. It's because I'm putting it inside the if clause, and that is not triggering, so I'm going to put outside. So now I should see stuff. Yep, I see something, something, something. Null. I think null is from the site data because there is no site data. Wait, what's the null? 1, 2. Yeah, season UID doesn't exist. Right. Let me just check that real quick. So if I go to site data, season UID. It can be an empty. Let's just leave like that. Leave like that. It's fine. Doesn't make a difference. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is pretty copy what I did for the other component. One could argue that I could just make these components combined and just like a generator, but I don't know if I do that. Set table data. Set data loaded. True. Put this over here. I'll set data loaded to false. Nice. Then I'm gonna copy. This is loading states thing. Yep. This little bit of code. I'll just put it somewhere here. So does that load forever essentially because there is no data? I understand why it's happening. It's because there is no what's it called? there's no season UID. Now, what do I want to do in that case? Do I... If players, match day, season UID teams. I'm trying to think of what I should do here. Because it's possibly undefined, which is fair. And what is that? Why is that undefined possibly? Because site data itself is null. I guess. Or we can just set it to a simple string like that. So that would mean that, yeah, isn't that a truthy state? Really? Console.log is an empty string falsy? Empty string is false. I'm in a bit of a pickle because I'm not really sure exactly what the best approach here is. Because I could set it to an empty string, or what I could do is just put a space, so it's technically not empty, right? Am I right there? I am right there. Technically not empty. I think that's not bad, right? Because what happens here? Waits for players, match days, teams, and season UID to load. If there is no season UID, just pass in an empty string that has a space. Because season UID, cite that data is possibly null itself. So let me see how this works. Or I think this will do. Is there anything else I can load here? I guess. Get add. Added loader to another table. I think this makes sense to do. All right, let me just go back here. Go to Run Beer and Football. Yeah, build pipelines. Let me just stop one of them, which I think is this one. All right. Yeah, I think it's fine. Can I add an animation? Like, look to it. Let's see. Probably gonna be in the table stuff here. Yeah. I'm guessing that's it. Anyways, to true, just so I can see it. Or that. Do you see a difference? I can't tell. I don't see that on my screen. Nah, no chance. day I do something like this. Oh, it is working. I think. Yeah, I see it working, I think. Yeah, it definitely is working. Okay, that's fine. So let me just add this also to the other table. Where was it? Now let me see what else is loading. We're taking some time. Yeah, like matches. Alright, we can add loaders everywhere basically. Let's do it. I'm down. Alright. Strap in. It's gonna take not too much time, but just gonna be some work to do here. Alright. First step. And this loader stuff, like for all this, I think. So like let's start from the top. This over so I can see my thing. So let's start from the top. So season 9 matches or season whatever matches. It's a match carousel. Got it. Now do I want to add the skeletons at the home level? Or should I add it in the actual component itself? Match days, teams. Let me just, I know I'm gonna need this. So const data, I'm gonna do it in here. I think it's best to just, yeah, do it in here. Do it inside the component itself. Just compartmentalize stuff. Equals use state. Boolean as always gonna be, and it's gonna be false. Props.match days. Right. Set it to or null. Because it can or cannot exist. I want that to happen. Because I don't want, I just want it to be null if it's null. Like it has never been fetched. And same thing here. I think match days. Undefined as a assignable type. Undefined as a assignable type. Match day or null. I think the best thing I can do here is undefined, I guess. Yeah, because match days itself is possibly null. Or alternatively, let's not make it too complex. Let's just do if it exists. Match days.filter blah blah blah. Or if it doesn't exist, just pass back null. I think that works. Does that work? Why is this not working? Yeah, sorry. Has to be a ternary operator. Great. So now set if props.match days. So where's teams come from? Teams. Yeah. I think what I gotta do is don't like that I'm doing it a little different everywhere, like how I'm passing props in. Yeah, let me just pass it in like this. Let me just go match days, teams. I don't want to do this prop stuff. If match days and teams, you can do that. And you can set data loaded to true. Although I don't need anything about the match days or the teams in that position, but that's fine. It's cool. You can do teams and yeah, you can do that. Alright, just to explain what I just did, because I think that's a little complex, I suppose, if you don't know what this is. So in here, before it was just doing this line of code, which is teams.find or whatever, and essentially what this is doing is like it's looking for through the teams array that has all the teams information, like their logo, their name, etc. And it was return. It had like a little TypeScript error. So like, let me just show you again. So let me actually show that. So if you hover over this, teams is possibly null, which is true because as we saw in our initial state, if we go to a team slice, team's initial state is null. So TypeScript is basically saying that this is possibly null. So using .find may or may not crash the app depending on whether or not this exists. So to fix that, what we can do is check first that teams does exist, and then if it does, then do the next part. So essentially this line of code will only trigger if both these conditions are true. So if you have teams, look, it's not null, then go to the next step, which is, all right, now teams.find it stuff. But before we didn't have this first part, so it would just kind of guess whether it's not null or not. Might not be the best explanation I've ever done, but that's what I just did. Now with that being said, swipe carousel. Now what I want to do is add the skeleton stuff here. So not this. Go to animations. Yep, let's do this one. We just add the skeleton. Do I have anything? Yeah, I do. Skeleton. So what I want to do is data loaded. Whoa. Why can't I do that? I don't know. Let me just do not data loaded. Add the skeleton. Or do this. Add the drawing here. Why can't I do this? Unreachable code detected. Do I need to add this? That's interesting. Anyways, essentially what I'm doing here is checking whether or not the data is loaded. If it has loaded, show the skeleton, or it hasn't loaded, show the skeleton. If it has loaded, show the swiper carousel. Which is like all the data stuff that we just did. Now, I'm still on that, because that's going to be there. Wait. Global player, little components. No. Matches carousel. Yeah, Twan. Now, are there any animation wave? Yes, I want the animation wave. Thank you. Looks like that finished, so something should be deployed here. I don't know what it was. I think it was the second big table. Yep, season 9 leaderboard, and this, they're both loading. Yep, that loaded. Oh, wait. Oh, there's no data there. Oh, right, because nothing happened. This is still loading. Wow. But you see, at least there's a visual cue, so it's dope. You're gonna like it. Season 9 standings. I could do the same thing with everything, really. Yeah, I don't need to do anything for that. So with that being said, let me just apply this logic to everything, because I kind of like it already. Just so I can test it. Let me see. True. So I should see a loader. Oh, there's no height to it. Let's have a height. Height. Let's do 100. Maybe 200. Maybe 300. Because we all know it's a table, right? No, what's interesting here is that there's, for some reason, all this space under it. What is this? Why is there so much space under here? Let me just leave that there. Let's just continue. I don't know why. Let me just check the code. I don't know. Why is this like have this big bump? What is that? I get that, but there's nothing. Why is this like skeleton so oddly placed? I see nothing in here that indicates anything about it. It's just empty space. Is it because of the height? Okay. It seems to be because of the height. Let's look at the skeleton API even more in depth. Props, animation, pulse, wave, blah blah blah, classes, component, height. Height of the skeleton useful when you don't want to adapt the skeleton to a text element, but for instance a card. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Well, I don't think it was, but I think I do. Oh, it looks even better now. Yeah, I think I like it a lot more. Yep, looks great. Looks great indeed. Now, what I could do to make it a lot easier for us is just go into theme and make it that these are the default values. So let me go to source. There should be a theme component somewhere. App theme. Nice. So let me get topography. Let me do MUI skeleton. Nice. Skeleton. Style overrides. Is it style overrides or is it just variant? I don't think it's style overrides. I think it's variants. Isn't it default props? Yeah, I think it's default props. Yeah, default props. Variant. Yep. Rounded. Animation. Wave. Okay, cool. So basically what I just did is now every single skeleton that I use will have the animation set to wave automatically, and the variant be rounded. I want to set the height also to 200. So for example, if I do 500, you should see it bigger. Oh no, it won't, because it's being overridden by this. Yep, exactly. So if we go back to 200, should go to 200. All right. So that's done. Next up. All right, so I did season 8 schedule. Let me just put that back to data loaded. Okay, matches carousel. That's done. Next up is schedule. Got it. So I guess this schedule does something else. We don't have to pass in the props, which to me is interesting. Why don't I just pass it in? Right? Because I'm doing site data, match days, teams. Site data, match days, teams. Why don't I just pass in the props? Why do I make a whole nother fetch stuff here? Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. So what I'm gonna do is basically adapt this already created schedule component and just make it neater, because I don't like how this is being done. So basically, let me just kind of copy some stuff. Match days. Is that type match day? What else is this? Site data? Data is of type site data or no, is that right? And then teams similarly is of type team or null. And then here I'm just gonna unpack that. It's gonna be schedule props. Site data, match days, teams, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and comment these out. Yeah, then I gotta pass it back in, of course. What is this? I don't know. Any stray code, I'm taking it out because I don't need it. Alright, so go site data equals site data, and then match days equals match days, and then teams. Oh, you know what? Maybe because it's used somewhere else. It's alright though. Teams is teams. I think that's it. Right. So, similarly, yeah, I just basically eliminated calling or using the store here because I don't think it was necessary. Next, I'm gonna do the same thing as we always have done. Const data loaded. Let me just copy it because no need to copy it multiple times. Yeah. Oh no. Whatever. I'll clean that up later. Site data, match days, and teams. Where's teams used? Maybe I should just make another use effect. This is what I want to think and understand. Like, does it make sense that I should wait for everything? Yeah, right. Why not? There's no reason not to. False. Oh right, it's that fucking thing. That's fine. What we can do, same thing. Yeah, I think. Oh, we get data loaded. Skeleton. Or this. If you put true, you would see it here all the time. Right. That should be good. Next up is the standings. Nice. We got teams. Same thing here. Just do match days. Question mark. Match days dot filter. No. Right. I understand. You don't like it. But it's okay. It's gonna be okay, buddy. Just update this interface to accept null as prop. Alright, so teams and right, but this, oh there it is. So same thing here. Let me go copy this. Yeah, I'm a mess. See, I do React, I use state, and sometimes I don't. React, I use state, and it's only those two things. Temps on match day. Set data loaded to true. Else set data loaded to false. Then if we go home, what's wrong here? Oh. Okay, that should be good. And just for argument's sake, oh yeah, I gotta do the skeleton stuff. And that's a table, right? Yeah. Let me see if this, if a table offers anything. Load. Alright. Don't need it. No need. Data not loaded. So I can put a skeleton here. Else, put the table container. So just so we can check, set this to true. You should see the loader. Nice. Alright. And then leaderboard and then player stats and then season leaders. Gosh. Just so we can see our progress, let us push all this. Hit add. You know what? I'm not liking this leaderboard. This is the player leaderboard or the season leaderboard? The global player, oh no, season leaderboard. Okay. So yeah, it's this one. Now the reason I don't like this is because it's gonna stay spinning forever, even though there is no data to show. Now why is there no data to show? Actually, let me see it again. Oh. That's why, because I put it to load forever. Sweet stuff, sweet stuff. Now let me just remove this. Nice. Oh, sorry. You could dispose that. Then get commit. Added skeleton. Component. Cool. So once again, this is gonna trigger some stuff. I'm gonna delete. Oh. I'm gonna remove this one. Stop pipeline. All right, we're actually getting a lot done pretty quickly. Only been streaming for an hour. It's not bad. But let me see this app. So what else is happening? There's that. That all has loaders. That has a loader. This stuff, I think it would be cool if it could animate from the number 0, right? Season 9 leaders. Let me look at the leaders stuff. Leaders. No. Let me look up leaders. Yeah. Ah. Well, this is actually easy to do, if that's the case. Because all we gotta do is open one of them, right? This can accept null. This can accept null. And that's a string, right? Also don't like how it's unpacked, so let me just redo that. So players, teams, and an attribute, and then title, and then season UID. Ooh. Don't like that at all. So let me just get all this out of here. Teams. I do have teams though. I don't know. Players and teams and I guess attribute to filter and title and season UID. Then you do all this magic, which is fine. Players, teams, attributes to filter, title, season UID. My thing is, should we show... Am I doing wrong here? It's just I gotta add. Okay. All right. Season stats. Nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Commit. Finalize loaders on home page. All right. I'm gonna get 2 new ones now. So I think that's pretty much it for coding. I hope. I'm waiting for this thing to... Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna just let it build one more time. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I think that was fine from yesterday. It's a good stream. Got a lot done, actually. I'm also trying to figure out my stream settings, but you know, it's fine. Nothing too crazy, I suppose. Test, 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 test. Yeah, this is fine. Put it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yeah, I think that's a good amount. You know. Alright, I guess we wait. Happy coding in the chat. Did it not go through? I guess not. I can see it on here. I can't see it on here. Oh, that's lovely. That's weird. It came really, really late. That's fine. I'm not really stressed about the chat. I just want to see this app working the way I want it to. definitely takes a long time to build. Not bad. Everything is already loaded. Is it possible that the Season 9 leaderboard doesn't have this loader? Is it this? Ah. I'm not even using data loaded, am I? Oh wow. I completely forgot to add the skeleton component. Wait, no. But it's using the... It is loading. The state, yeah. I'm using, whoa. Why is this not loading? Season 9 leaderboard. Did I miss that? Oh, I think I missed one then. No. That's interesting. That one is interesting to me. I don't know why that one's not loading. Oh what am I doing? I'm pretty much done, but this one thing is gonna bug me if I don't fix it. So I'm gonna fix it. It's not a big deal, but I do want to fix it. Like, it doesn't make sense that, to me at least, that's the only component that's loading still, or not loading rather. Like, look, now it's loading. Yeah, something's going on there. I don't understand. It loads for the first few seconds, then it goes to this state that doesn't make sense to me. I really have to understand that one. Oh, in due time, I will understand what's going on there. Because no, it doesn't make sense to me. Hopefully, this won't take a year to figure itself out. Well, not figure itself out, but I need this to build a little faster. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I just want to check it. I think I'm done coding though. I just want to check this and see what's going on. Because it doesn't make sense to me, really. Man, it takes forever. Really takes forever. Hit finish. Alright, looks like it finished. So why isn't it showing? Is this function taking a long time? I guess so, right? Let me try. Can we check that? Not a big issue in my opinion, because I think it's fine to a certain degree. Yeah. I think what's going on is it's taking a really long time to React to create the data, I think. So for this one, table data, if table data, what does it start at? Bro, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'll just to do. I think to calculate function takes about 5 seconds to run, making the order I don't know though. It doesn't make any sense for that to happen, but whatever. Anyways, git add, git commit, finalize mr, git push. Nice. Let me just kill these two things. Stop this pipeline. Then over here, I'm gonna refresh. Then I'm just gonna set to auto merge. Alright, I think that's it. I hope whoever watched or didn't watch enjoyed, but that's the stream for today. I did some more updates to this app. It's pretty dope. Alright, peace.